God I made it, a winner by the Spirit, and nothing just control it, it's in my blood now. Thank God I made it, a winner by the Spirit, and nothing just control.
Down in the building,
Down in the building.
it's in my blood, it's in my blood, yeah. This one is in my blood, yeah. It's in my blood now, it's in my blood, it's in my blood, this one is in my blood, yeah.
I hope it is in your blood by now. Let me see who is here. Oh, welcome, Cindy. Hello, Derek. Meshach, welcome. Hey, Messi, here you are. Welcome, everybody, to Rainer Speaks. I hope we're doing well. Today, the dancing has happened. You see, as I was saying, upgraded. You know, we do small and we do small. We have been upgraded. I hope you were dancing along with me. And keep saying hello, keep saying hi. And I'll keep mentioning your name. Don't worry about the phone. I need to keep looking at you so that I can see that you've joined. Welcome to another Thursday at 8 p.m. on Reina TV. God bless you for joining us, and you know we are always grateful when you take your time to come and join us today. We are just going to be continuing on our series today. Am I a leader or a follower? Am I a leader or a follower? We started last week, and last week we talked about being a leader. And this week we are going to talk about being a follower. Remember I said last week that not everybody is going to be a leader. Not everybody. Some people will be followers. And it is normal. It is acceptable. There is nothing wrong with it. In fact, at certain times in our lives, we have been followers. So eventually we get to know those who stay as who branch out into being leaders, and some people become followers. So don't worry about it at all. Just decide. I'll quickly go over what we discussed last week as to those who are leaders. And then we'll just zoom into those who are followers. Keep the comments coming, keep the likes coming, and don't forget to invite, share, and recommend us to somebody. All right, Gladys, welcome. So last week we said, how do you know you are a leader? Or 10 signs that you may be a leader. We said 10 signs, but we got to, I think, 17 signs. Let me quickly just go over them, and then we'll know whether you are a leader or a follower. And I keep repeating, always remember there is nothing wrong with being a follower. All right, 10 signs or more signs that you are a leader. The first one was that you have an open mind and seek other people's opinions. Yes, leaders have open minds and they seek other people's opinions. And then number 2 was you offer advice and counsel. Remember, it's in no particular order. Last week I started from the bottom. This time I'm starting from the top, so don't worry. You offer advice and counsel. I said that sometimes they have not even asked you, but you are giving advice. It is leader thing now. You see somebody going somewhere, you say, hey, this thing you are doing is not supposed to be done. They have not even asked you, but you are saying it. So you offer advice and counsel. The third one was that people count on you. People know that you will do it when you say you will do it. Number 4 was that you are a good listener and people confide in you. Number 5 is that others follow your example. You know, I used to wonder why people are copying a lot of things I do, especially the school. I just realized that it is because it's leadership. It's good. They should continue to copy. If they come, I'll give them notes to copy from. Number 6 is you insist on excellence. You have a positive attitude. You treat people with respect. You genuinely care about others. You are confident and passionate. You are not easily influenced. You can work for free sometimes because your joy is in the end product and in its success. You make more leaders and always want to pull people up with you. You are interested in the private lives of the people you work with. You do not mind sharing the glory of achievement with others. You don't mind doing menial jobs. And the last one I forgot to add last week was that you are grateful. Most leaders are very grateful people. Whatever small thing you do for them, they are very grateful that you have done it for them. Welcome, Gladys. Welcome, Raphael. All right, so we are going to go on to follower today. And we are going to talk about the signs that let you know you are a follower. Anybody can be a leader, but not everyone is cut out for leadership. So you can be a leader, or you can be a leader with leadership. We can put anybody in charge of something, but we will know by the results whether that person is true, has given true leadership, and is a true leader or not. Now, those who are followers, it doesn't mean that they are less capable of making impact. That is not what it means. It just simply means that they are better at helping out. They are better at backing people. You know, we have some people we call international backers when we come to singing. They are so good at backing, but they never become lead singers. Now, remember that without the backing vocalists, the lead singers cannot do what they are supposed to do. So I'm saying it again. Being a follower is not bad. I don't know where we got the idea that being a follower is bad. It is not bad at all. Like I told you last week, I had an assistant entertainment prefect who was very good at what she does. And you'll be surprised to know that those who are the vices of positions, vice president, vice chairman, they do more work and they push more, you know. So being a follower has its advantages. In fact, it is one of the greatest jobs you can do, to be in the background. I don't know if we know this, but most of the songs that were sung by Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, sometimes CeCe Winans and co, are written by different people. They don't write the songs, but they sing the songs. So imagine that those writing the songs decide that we will not write again because we are not the ones who are seen on stage. So they may look like their job is not important, but it is. So being a follower is just as important as being a leader. So let's go right ahead. Some traits that may show that you are more comfortable following than leading. You don't want to be the one on top. You are more comfortable being the one supporting. These are some of the things you will see. Number one, you have to work to control your emotions. Leaders are people who are seen as very emotionless people. They don't, it's like they don't have heart. When they are saying something, or they are giving you a deadline to meet, or they are, they are encouraging you to do something, it's as if they don't feel, hey, so I have to get up at 6 a.m. I have to do this. Why is this person giving me so much work? That's how leaders look. But for followers, you have to work on your emotions. To control your emotions of anger, your emotions of love, your emotions of body emotions, you have to work. You have to stay strong and in charge of your feelings. Most of the time, you have to do extra work to be able to control your anger, to be able to control your hunger. You can be with a leader and walk around for hours on end and they don't get hungry. They don't get hungry. They want to finish what they are doing before they eat. If you are somebody who is always hungry, your stomach is always complaining, it is not leadership, it is followership, because you are always hungry. It sounds odd, but that is the truth, So followers are more reactive. They react to everything. When you tell a leader a story, no matter how sad and how touching it is, they still have questions. They still want to be sure that what you are saying is correct. Most followers will just dive into the emotion. Oh, sir, oh, wow, oh, it shouldn't have been done like that. A leader would be more like, so what led to that? I'm sure something happened before that led to that. I don't think that is the whole story. There is something to be seen. But a follower will immediately get into the thing with their emotions. Number two, you like the middle of the road. Leaders, some leaders have strong convictions and are bold in their beliefs, but while followers are committed to ideals. When we say what ideal, we mean something that is just okay. Something that is just okay. Leaders will go over and beyond. Followers will just stay within range. Not too much, not too little, just in the middle thereabouts. But leaders will go high and above. If you ask the leader to get up at 6 o'clock so that we go somewhere, the leader would get up at 4 a.m. just to make sure that everything was set. A follower would most likely get up at 5:30. Oh, I can use 30 minutes to bath, to do everything. They said I should wait. They didn't say I should do anything. It's just waiting and waiting. So they'll get up at 5:30, bath, and sit down and wait. A leader would not do that. A leader would get up at 4 and even begin to call the people who are supposed to get there at 6. Are you up? You said 6. We need to get there at 6. So followers like the middle of the road. What is ideal? What is just okay? Nothing too much, nothing too little. Just it can work. We don't have to exert too much energy. That's how you know you are more comfortable being a follower. Okay? Oh, let the comments flow. Let the comments flow. All right. Number 3, most followers are set and rigid in their thinking. It is hard to change their mind about things. If you remember, I said the leaders are willing to accept other opinions. You would think that it is leaders rather who are set. That is not true. Followers rather are set in their thinking and do not want to change anything. They are very rigid when it comes to the things they believe and the things they accept. They don't want to change. They are more inclined to stay on one course. This is what is working for me now. I do not want to change and go and cause issues. What if I change and it doesn't work for me? Let me just be in the middle, like I said. Let me just be where I am. So far, it's going well. I am unwilling to change, I'm unwilling to move, I'm unwilling to learn new things. But leaders are not like that. They want to try. You see, leaders are adventurous. They want to try and see, oh, this too, it could work. It could work. So that's what it is. All right. You are not somebody, as a follower, somebody who is more comfortable being a follower. You are not somebody who likes to take risks at all. You are more cautious than bold. You watch and take notes. You move slowly. You are like, okay, this thing, I'm not sure if it is going to work. Let's take it one step at a time, just in case it doesn't work. So let's put, instead of putting 20,000, let's just put 5,000 inside the thing. If it works, then we add more, you see. But if not, I'm not sure. Okay, you do, let me see. If you do and it works, then I'll come and join you. Leaders are not like that. They will take their assessments and jump into the thing. Followers are more likely to take more assessments, and then that's why we have cholerics who are leaders, melancholics who may be followers, because they like to be sure of what they are doing before they do it. So people who are followers by nature do not really like to take risks at all. All right. The next point says you are not high in self-confidence. Leaders are more decisive and very opinionated and self-assured. Followers are more likely to see their limits in their abilities and put more faith in the judgment of others. So followers see their limits and prefer to have opinions from other people. So where a leader would do her makeup, look in the mirror and say, oh, wow, I think I like this makeup. A follower would want somebody to say, is this okay? Is the lipstick fine? I should actually add more. What about the eyeshadow? Isn't it too loud? I think I should bring it down a bit. Now, being a makeup artist, I can really tell you those brides that were I dressed and are leaders and those who are followers. Normally, those who are followers have a whole host of friends in the same room with them. And most of those friends are saying, no, this is too much. This is too little. No, do it this way. Most of the time, you end up not having a very good makeup because everybody's opinion is needed. The leaders normally themselves will put themselves in one room and lock the door and say, you do what you are capable of doing. So followers are not very self-confident about the things that they do or are expected to do. They see their limits and they rather would watch than join in or take the lead in whatever they are doing. Number 6, I think, is that you are not particularly a deadline person. You are not somebody who can really meet deadlines. You are somebody who is also not results-oriented. You need to be pushed, probed, poked, shouted at, screamed at to get deadlines. And successful leaders are all about discipline, consistency, and getting things done. Followers are comfortable with distraction. A leader would know that, okay, I need to have this done in 2 days, and so from today, I am not going to touch my Facebook. If I do, it means I'm going to sit up the whole night and do what I have to do. A follower would rather sit on Facebook and ignore the work that they have to do. So they are not particularly results-oriented. I mean, that is a con of being a follower, because you feel that you are not in charge. You feel that then there should be no pressure on you to meet a deadline. There should be no pressure on you to do what you have to do. That is a follower trait. The next point is that they put things down and pick them up later. Procrastination. Leaders don't procrastinate. Followers do a lot of procrastination, a lot of it. And they don't want to do one thing at a time. They want to do this, a little here, a little that, a little this, a little that. Oh, I've done 5% of this one. I've done 10% of this one. I mean, eventually I'm going to do all 100%. But let me do a little. They get distracted very easily. Whereas a leader could focus and finish one thing in a day, a follower would want to do little of each. That is a disadvantage. But it also has its advantage in that a follower who is very focused can get a lot of things done, whereas a leader would get one particular thing done and finished through. if the follower focused, they would be able to get, say, 3 things done in a week, whereas a leader would have 1 thing done in a week. So you do not like to have, you get distracted very easily. You prefer to do little stuff than to focus on 1 thing and do it. The next one is a problem, but it is a thing that followers have. They are not communicative. They do not communicate. Leaders are normally people who talk a lot and listen a lot. They do both sides very well. Followers are more quiet and non-communicative. You have to probe them and poke them to get information out of them. That should not be, that shows that you are a follower. That shows that you prefer to be in the background than in the lead. But it should not be a character trait that should be encouraged. That simply because I am a follower, I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to speak about it. Simply because I am a follower, I will talk when I want to talk. I'll prefer to hold this inside until I'm ready to speak about it. Because what followers must realize is that even though you are helping push the agenda, the more quiet you are about it, the more things get undone. The more things are delayed. The more things are kept in the background, because you are the follower, you know a lot of things, and by releasing them, you are helping the leader to, to forge forward in whatever it is that they must be doing. So followers must learn to communicate, no matter how they feel about the communication. All right. Number 9 says that followers don't look ahead. Followers are for the here and now. They cannot think beyond today. They don't think that we should be thinking beyond today. What do we need to do today? What do we need to accomplish today? That is what they are more interested in. Why do we need to be thinking about next week? Why are we thinking about next year? Who said we will wake up from our bed tomorrow? That is what followers do. They prefer to meet the thing and then solve it. Whereas leaders have plans for a year, they have plans for 2 years, they have plans for 5 years. Followers are more like, I think that you are thinking too much. You are overthinking. Listen, let's just do it now. I mean, tomorrow will come. Who said you wake up tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow when you wake up, you'll be sick. Then all these plans that you have done, you will not be able to handle it. Let's do today's own now. Tomorrow will think about itself. The Bible even says tomorrow will think about itself, you see. So followers are more like, today is more important since we have today. Let's think about today rather. They will not look ahead. They will not focus on the vision. They will focus on the little tasks that lead to the vision. Number 10 says that for followers, that kind of thinking doesn't come natural. When we say that kind of thinking, followers want to motivate, the leaders want to motivate and inspire others. Leaders take joy. They take happiness from the fact that people have seen them do something and want to do it as well. And even more joy when those people come to them and say, oh wow, I really like what you spoke about. I really like what you did. Can you show me how to do it? Followers do not think like that. They are doing what they have to do. Whether you are inspired or motivated, that one is your own business. And when you get motivated and inspired, please find a way to do it without involving me. That's how followers are. Thank God that I inspired you, but I don't have to go through the trouble of having to teach you everything. There's Google now. Go and Google and see how I did it. Everybody has their own way of doing things. So Google and do yours. I can't be going through all the trouble of taking you step by step and teaching you what to do. While leaders are the direct opposite. They would be happy to know they have motivated, they've inspired somebody, and somebody actually thinks that what they are doing is good. So followers may motivate not because they intentionally want to and would not really want to get involved in whatever motivated you. All right. The next point says, you always want to be heard and think feelings are more important than logic. Most followers think that their feelings are more important than logic. Most followers. Oh, I'm not getting any comments at all, and I would have loved to read the comments. You can put any comments there. Followers want to be heard. They always want to be heard. They always think that they should be heard. And they think that feelings are more important than logic. When you send a follower to do something, they are more likely to take their feelings along with them than the logic that backs it. They feel that if they feel for the people will do what they have to do. That is not how it works. But that is how followers think that it works. They are not very good listeners. They always want to be heard. They want to talk and they want you to listen and do. But they don't want to listen to you and do. Now, the next point says, followers are easy to influence. And so disloyalty is easy for them. Because they don't want to put in too much work. When somebody just says, oh, this thing is not good, instead of going to find out whether it is good or not, they'll just say, hey, it's not good. It's not good. Let's just stop. So they would rather stop than go through all the trouble and the risks of finding out whether that thing really is good or not. That is how followers mostly are. So they tend to be people who are easy to be influenced into being disloyal to a cause, an institution, or a person. The next point says you are more concerned about what you get than what you give. Followers are more interested in what they get. What's in it for me? If we go on this trip, what am I going to get from it? If we talk to this person, what am I going to get from it? This job, how much is it going to offer? Paychecks. They are more interested in what it offers than in what they can give to make the place grow. So most followers would be at work. They would show up on time. They will come and do the work they are supposed to do. They would close on time. But they would rarely add value to wherever they are. They will show up and do the work as far as they are getting something from it. Once they stop getting something from it, they are the first to want to go on a looter. They are the first to want to complain. They are the first to always say that we are not getting what we are supposed to get. So they rather want value to be given to them than for them to give value to where they are, if you know what I mean. All right. The next point says, you just want to do your work and be praised for it. You are not a good teacher when it comes to helping others achieve. So most followers just want praise. Did I do it well or I didn't do it well? Simple and short. If they did it well, they want to be praised. They want everybody to clap for them. They want it to be announced, oh, so this person did this. They are winning chocolate today. But if they didn't do it well, they'll tell you, you didn't have to say it in front of everybody. You could have said it in the corner. If you say it in the corner, then I'll correct myself. That's a follower talking. That's a follower talking. Leaders may even seem angry when you correct them in public, but they go to think about it and come back with a better plan. With a better plan. So you see that most followers just want to work and be praised. I've been at this place and nobody has ever said anything nice to me. Leaders are self-motivated. Followers need motivation from outside. They need extrinsic motivation. Leaders have intrinsic motivation. So whether you praise them or not, they are going to do it anyway. They've set their mind to do it. Followers, however, need to be pushed, need to be encouraged, need to be motivated before they can do the work. Number 15, you can't remember and are normally not interested in people's private lives. Most followers don't care what happens in your house. They are more interested in what happens in their house. Now, when I say don't care, don't get me wrong. It is not because they don't want to care. They are just not prone to caring. We meet at work as colleagues, full stop, we close, we go home. We meet again in the morning as colleagues. Hello, how are you doing? Wife and children, end of story, end of questions. Let's go and do our work. Whereas a leader would go more. So how is the baby that was sick? What medicine is the baby taking? Are they okay? That's what leaders do. But followers cut it short. They just want to know on the average how is everybody doing? We are all fine. Praise God. Hallelujah. Once you're at work, it means you're fine. Once you showed up at work, it means you're okay. Once you're at work, it means you have money to climb car. So there's no need to further ask any question. That's how followers think. They don't want to delve. Some also don't delve into private lives because they feel that would be prying. They don't want to overstep their boundaries. So they tend to keep to themselves until you are willing to offer that information to them. But if not, they feel that asking too many questions and getting too involved in your private life may be overstepping the boundaries that they have been given. The 16th and the final point today is that you don't like menial jobs. You would think that followers like menial jobs, but they don't. Followers are people who want to just do, in fact, they like to just stay within the jurisdiction you've given them. They don't want to go beyond the jurisdiction. And more so, they do not want to do jobs that they feel are below them or are not part of what they are supposed to do. So you would be surprised to know that leaders do more menial jobs than followers do. Followers don't like to do jobs that they think, oh, this one, it should be the cleaner that does it. This one, it should be the weeder that does it. Why am I the one doing it? I wasn't employed to do this work. Followers don't like that. So they don't want to be involved in jobs that are not in their jurisdiction or they think are below them. All right. So that is what followers are. I'm going to go over the points again so that we can remember what I said. Here are some of the traits that show that you are probably a follower and not a leader. You have to work to control your emotions. You like the middle of the road. You are set and you are rigid in your thinking. You are not somebody who likes taking risks. You don't have a lot of self-confidence. You are not result or deadline oriented. You don't like to communicate. You are not communicative. You don't look into the future. You prefer to just do the here and now. You like to do things as they are. You are not aiming to inspire or motivate anybody. You are just doing your work. You prefer to be heard. And you put more of your emotions in things than logic. You are easily influenced, and so disloyalty is quite easy for you. You are more concerned in what you get than what you give. You like to be praised. When you do something, you want to be praised. You prefer extrinsic motivation because you don't really have enough of intrinsic motivation. You can't remember. You are normally not interested in the people's private lives. Not really. You are not really interested in that at all. And then the last one is that you don't like menial jobs. You don't like menial jobs. So that is what we talked about today. I'm going to go over some of the comments and see. There are not too many comments today, but I'm going to see. Derek says, wow. Meshach says, great moves, mommy. Derek says, dance, mommy. You're looking good. Thank you, Derek. Looking stunning. Thank you, Cindy. Hello, Madame Mercy. Great sitting down moves. Charlie, no busy. Looking love. Thank you, Mercy. Welcome, Rosemond. Welcome, Akosia. Akosia says, preach. Lydia says, wow. Cindy says, being cautious. Aha, Cindy has a question. She says, can we say followers are careful people as in being in their lane? Yes. Followers are very cautious people. They prefer to stay in their lane. They don't want to cross over into somebody's lane and go and make a mistake. So followers like to be in their lane. No libi, no laba. Don't go to the right, don't go to the left. Just be in the middle so that you don't go and cross over and do something you are not supposed to do. Cindy asks again, may I ask, can a person be a leader and sometimes have the traits of a follower too? Obviously, leaders are natural followers. Like I said, they like the opinions of people. They like to get what people think about the things they are doing. So every leader can follow, but not every follower can be a leader. Every leader can follow. They have no problem following. They have so much motivation that they know that, intrinsic motivation, that they know that following is not reducing who they are at all. But followers can normally not be leaders. I don't know if I answered your question. Thank you, Nana Araba. We are just about to close. Welcome. I hope Nana Kwekwa Tobra, welcome as well. They are guarded. Nana Araba says they are guarded. Yes, they are guarded. Followers are guarded. They don't want to get into trouble. I think that is it. Like I said in one of the points, they don't like to take risks. What if I take the risk and it becomes complicated? I don't have enough motivation to push myself beyond what I have already done. So let me just stay within this guarded place I have made myself. And I know that it's safe there. So thank you, Nana Araba. Yes, they are guarded. All right, so we've come to the end of another Reina Speaks on another Thursday. And like I always do, thank you so much for joining. But today, like I said, I promised you last week that I'm going to say a big thank you to some of the groups I joined, because once I put up my post that they, most of the time they just let the post go through. They approve of the post. I would like to say a big thank you to them today. Please tell them that I have said big thank you to them so that they can come and watch us. Obuasi today, Charles Woodingba, thank you so much for always approving my post. Sin Defeated, Tell It All, they always approve my post. Fabulous Woman, Amadankan, I am so glad. I'm so glad I know you. Thank you for approving my post. Obuasi Worldwide, Support Your Own. Obuasi Facebookers is like that. Princesses of the King of Kings, Women in Business, Moms United, Obuasiman Group, Tell It Business, Palm TV, Harper Space, Obuasi Today, and Lady Entrepreneurs Global. They always approve my posts, and I am very grateful for them that they always approve my posts. God bless you, and thank you for joining us. See you same time, same place next week on YouTube, on Facebook, on Palm TV. Twitter is restricted for now, so we are not able to do Twitter, but you can join us on Clubhouse on Sunday at 8 p.m. to listen to some of these topics being put together again. Thank you, and God bless you so much. See you next week. Love you. Bye.
It's in my blood now. Thank God I made it. Oh, we now by the spirit. I love it, just control.
I'm down on the
building.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood. This one's in my blood. Yeah. It's in my blood now. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. This one's in my blood. Yeah.
Thank God I made it. Oh, we now by the spirit. I love it, just control it. It's in my blood now. Thank God I made it. Oh, we now by the spirit. I love it, just control it. It's in my blood now.
Thank God I
made it.
Thank God I
made it.
This one's in my blood.
I made it.
Thank God
I made it.
Thank God
I made it.
Thank God
I made it.
I'm gonna buy His grace.
I made it.
Thank God it's in my blood. It's in my blood. This one is in my blood. Yeah, it's in my blood. Just put on your lace. Rolls Royce with a match of the place. I'm gonna buy His grace. This one pass human race. Oh, I said I run my race. Baba God don't give me grace. Now we dey run this place. See me fresh like Pastor Chris. I got too good in the look face. Superstar now we be number one. One by one we go to carry the go. Every day we rise to the top. Oh.
Thank God I made it. Oh, we now by the spirit. I love it, just control it. It's in my blood now. Thank God I made it. Oh, we now by the spirit. I love it, just control it. It's in my blood now.
Thank God
I made it.
Thank God
I made it.
This one is in my blood.
I made it.
Thank God
I made it.
Thank God
I made it.
Thank God
I made it.
I'm gonna buy His grace.
I made it.
Thank God silly well let me know like Pahal. God don't bless me, no dispute. Without me, come be a W. I'm not waiting, you go see, you go blow